mile, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes. Must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the...
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A run for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Matt Prater lining up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard
line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's the fullback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Rosas sets the kickoff.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. Their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he fires one incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That's good.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
Down and 4.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on
7-7, our score after 1.
at the Browns' 21-yard line.
On second down, here's Burrow. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Trey Burton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
6 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. 57 to
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 9.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross. 77 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Trey Burton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run. Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time out of Chubb. 59 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Carter now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
For 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, here's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. Open man is Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Aldrich Garza set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
It's out. It's loose.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The
Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Larry Ogunjobi.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Cooper's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Bengals 41. Browns.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Second down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Nick Chubb.
Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Let's go one more. 57 the mic. 57 the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Check.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Ready, break. 57. We want this. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hatchet, hatchet. Shoot, shoot. Panther 60, Panther 60. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Across midfield.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the counter, Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd and 12.
Check your hot read. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, kid. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, watch the slant. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Kill, kill, kill.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Burrow will throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Burrow. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the
now Joe Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the run, it's Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run again with Hunt.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
First down, Browns.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
It's now 4th down.
right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch out. 70 Lion. Alert 3. Out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
A gain of 40 yards.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Chubb on the counter, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the Bengals' 12-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
70 Lion. Buffalo 18. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. 3 buzz. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Cut.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
After each game, a player gets graded on his performance, and that's every play of the game. So while that was the last play and it didn't change the outcome, he's still going to get kudos for playing it to the end.
Prater for the extra point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Bengals 40.